Hi, I am back again taking a look at the widow's son in Nain who was raised from the dead, which is one of three different instances in the New Testament when Jesus raises someone from the dead. And there are a few points in this commentary. The commentary is relatively short, but really the only one I wanted to focus on in the video is that in this instance, when Jesus raises this man from the dead, it says that he did so because he felt this great compassion for this widow. And when I was reading the footnotes about alternative translations of some of the words, one of the things about the son, it says that he was the widow's only begotten son. And so suddenly I started to think about Jesus, of course, we think of as the only begotten Son of God, but also he was Mary's son. And by the time Jesus died, Mary was a widow. Joseph was already dead. And as we see later in the New Testament, he commends Mary's care to John, the disciple. And I talked a little bit about maybe why he wouldn't have let Mary be cared for by his other siblings, but or assumed that she would have been cared for by them. But regardless, I think what struck me the most about this passage is what must have moved Jesus to compassion for this woman. And I tend to think that he saw his mother, his future mother's state in this woman. You know, Mary's son was going to die and she wasn't going to have a husband. And widows at the time were had a very difficult time. They had no means of income, no one to really take care of them, and it was just very sad, and they had a very, very hard life. And so not only are they grieving the death of their loved one, but also the just the uncertain future that they now face as well. So anyway, take that for what it's worth. It's only something that I just kind of thought of as I was reading, and not necessarily something that I came across in any other material. So again, just my point of view, but I thought it was a very interesting comparison to make between the widow at Nain and Jesus raising her son, and then Mary later, and Jesus ultimately rising from the dead. So give that some thought and take a look at the rest. We'll see you next time.